Hey everyone, my name is Matthew. I'm also known as Foot Forward in the Dinar community, and this is a short video. I'm planning on doing something longer. I just don't have the capacity to do something super long at the moment, but I did feel I need to pass on this revelation I had. So, most of the church has been in survival mode, meaning I need to get enough just to help me get by. It's a very selfish mentality, and it doesn't acknowledge the blessing that God made available to Abraham that is supposed to be available to us as well. And Isaac, I've heard this story, I don't know how many times, but there was just this new revelation that hit me. So the Philistines were in the middle of a famine. Isaac comes, lives in their midst. Suddenly everything is just thriving. So they think that the famine is over. They send him away. The famine comes back with a vengeance because Isaac is now gone, and Abimelech, the king of the Philistines, comes and chases Isaac down, finds him, and begs him to come back because they recognize the blessing this guy carried actually impacted everything and everyone around him. And what I realized is that the blessing of the Lord that's in us, it's actually supposed to impact everything and everyone around us. We have to get out of this mentality of, I have to get just enough for myself. If an example would be, I have a business and I'm looking for just enough work for me. No, you need to have enough work that there's overflow, where there's enough work for you and other people. We should be looking to be storehouses that overflow, where there's enough to help and sustain and actually prosper other people. This is a shift that needs to happen. We can't have the dinar revalue, go hide in the mountains, and just not be involved in society, not have any impact at all. I don't want to be facing God if you're one of the people that does that, because God is going to be furious because you squandered. You didn't use the talents you were given well, right? The parable of the talents, it was really clear. The guy that went and buried his talent and didn't do anything with it, God took it from him and gave him to the guy that had the most talents. Heaven ain't going to be fair. It's just not. This whole idea of a socialist utopia where everything is just going to be fair and equal in heaven, it's not. It's not going to be here on earth either. So we need to just have this shift and get out of survival mode. I think this is laying some groundwork for what I'm going to release later this week. And I don't even know what that looks like. I am hoping to address some questions. I just don't know. But I know I needed to get this out today. So I hope you guys are well. Let's continue to watch Iran. And even, here's a thought. Actually, we had a sermon from a guest pastor who talked about Jonah. And, Jonah had prophesied destruction of Nineveh. And reading that story again, I feel like that wasn't God's heart. It was what Jonah heard. I'm not sure that's what God said. And God ended up saving Nineveh through Jonah. And I just wonder, okay, one way or another, the stronghold in Iran needs to get dealt with. Would it really be that awful if all the mullahs suddenly got saved and the Ayatollah and they were radically on fire for Jesus? No. That wouldn't be awful. So I don't care how it's done. Blowing up the nuclear sites, getting people radically saved, I don't care. But one way or another, the stronghold has to go down. God's going to have to do that. We can't pull down those strongholds. We're not supposed to wrestle against flesh and blood, right? We pray in the Spirit. We fight in the Spirit. And we take actions, steps of faith that God asks us to take. So I'm just throwing that out there as well. However God leads you to pray about the Iran situation, just continue to pray. And I believe for breakthrough. I know it's coming. One way or another, this is coming to a head. And God isn't going to let Iran destroy Israel. I know that. Bless you guys. I hope you're well. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to share. You can follow me on Twitter at FootForward26. You can find me on YouTube as well, if you're finding this on another YouTube channel. And again, I'm hoping to have another video later this week. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for watching. Bless you guys.